I think it depends really whether it affects you and where you are in the market. For a vast number of market participants, the ratings agencies really aren't a big feature on their radar anymore. It will matter in some sections of the bond market where you've got a number of funds who have to hold US Treasury debt, or at least AAA rated debt, and if it's rated AAA by 2 of the 3 big ratings agencies, then they can hold it. If one of the ratings agencies was to come down off the top perch, then that could put some spanner in the works there, and I would argue that we might see the rules change before we would see a lot of bond funds running away from US Treasuries.
Okay, well, Will Hedden there, thanks for giving us that overview of how investors are reacting to all of this. Well, let's get some of the day's company news now. And sales here in France for the retailer Carrefour picked up in the last 3 months. Like-for-like French hypermarket sales rose 1.9%. That was the first rise for over 2 years. But Southern Europe continues to drag on results. Overall, revenue slightly down to 21.1 billion euros. But here in Paris this morning, shares in Carrefour up 2.5%.
The economic crisis hasn't dampened sales for the luxury car brand Maserati. The Italian company says sales have never been higher. It sold 22,500 cars in the first 9 months of the year.
And the Mexican tycoon Carlos Slim has dropped his bid for the Dutch telecoms company KPN. The retreat brings an end to the ambitions of Slim's America MOVIL company to broaden its European base, where a Dutch foundation linked to KPN blocked the planned takeover by buying up a near 50% stake. This morning, KPN shares down around 9% at the open in Amsterdam.
All right, Matthew, now it's the 10th birthday for an annual art fair in London with a record amount of artwork on sale.
Yes, that's right. Some lovely things going on at Regent's Park. Artwork, in fact, worth as much as $2 billion. And if you've got some cash to spare, you can get over there for this 3-day sale, 3-day event. Now, a number of galleries, 152 in fact, are taking part. Around 60,000 people are expected to go to this event. Let's take a listen to the fair's director.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I think the interest in contemporary art now is many times bigger than it was 20 years ago when I started working in art. I think there's just a great hunger to experience and to know what's going on all over the world and to keep up to date. And that's why people want to come.
All right, Matthew, let's end real quick with something sweet.
That's right. This is a one in the summer months. Sometimes, you have a bar of chocolate. If you leave it somewhere warm, it starts to melt. Slightly annoying. Well, Cadbury's is saying that they've invented chocolate that doesn't melt. It can resist up to 35 degrees, but they're not really doing it for those of us who live in these rather cold climes. In fact, they're focusing on markets where they're seeing huge amounts of growth and where they want to grow a lot more. Those are countries like India, Argentina, Brazil. In fact, sales have doubled in those areas in just the last 3 years. And also for the company that now owns Cadbury's, that's the American food group Mondelez, they're hoping to be able to break into China. So this innovation, we don't know for sure what it tastes like, but we do know it doesn't melt. So,
chocolate that doesn't melt. All right, well, we'll have to see about that. Matthew Warren with a look at the business. Thank you very much for that. And it's time now for a look at the international press. I'm joined for a look at what's